What's up, YouTube? Deadpool23 back at it with my top 25 books. So here's the video we've been waiting for, right? 25 books going to be talked about a little bit here. If you want to put in your comments that you think this book should be this number, that's fine. I'd like to hear your opinion. If you think one of the books that are not in my top 25 should have been, hey, that's cool. I'll listen to that too. I'm cool with it. Let's get into it. Number 25, Captain America 100. #24, Silver Surfer #1. So I'm taking into account grade and value. 23, Amazing Spider-Man 122, or I'm sorry, 121, The Death of Gwen Stacy. 22, Iron Fist 14, first appearance of Sabretooth. So that's a nice starting 4 books, huh? Number 21, Hulk 180, the first cameo, Wolverine. You know, again, a lot of these books would be higher if the grades were higher, okay? Hitting the top 20, Avengers 57, the first appearance of Vision. So this book needs a serious press. You can see right there. And honestly, this book, if this book press out, this book will be a really decent grade. I don't know. This book might have been, you know, the way I look at it is these books all right here kind of were interchangeable, and that's kind of just where they ended up. All right, number 19, my first slab. Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool, Gideon, and Copycat posing as Domino. Graded 9.0. Number 18, Amazing Spider-Man 101, the first appearance of Morbius, first print. Pretty nice book. I think it's a decent grade. This book's got a lot of heat on it right now. Number 17, Silver Surfer #4, classic cover. I don't show this book off enough. It's got a, you know, some condition at the top corner. That bottom corner is really what does it in. But, you know, presents beautifully. Great book. Happy to own it. Number 16, first appearance of the Juggernaut, X-Men #12. Love this book. Number 15, we're in the top 15, guys. The first DC book, Batman 251. Classic Neil Adams cover. Number 14, Strange Tales, number 89, the first appearance of Fin Fang Foom. I believe that this is about a 2.5 grade. Number 14, Detective Comics number 880, classic Joker Jock cover, signed by Jock. Grade 9.4. Number, what are we at, 13 now? I think we're at 13 now. Marvel Spotlight #5, first appearance of Ghost Rider. Another book that I want to upgrade. It's going to be on next year's list to upgrade. And number 11 on this list. This was a higher grade book, definitely be a lot higher. Tales Astonished number 35, the first appearance of Ant-Man. Could definitely be higher on this list, but it's great. It's low grade. I got it out of that Silver Age haul. Excuse me. All right. Into the top 10 books of my collection. Coming in at number 10, the latest addition to my collection, X-Men #2. Second appearance of the X-Men, the first appearance of the Vanisher. It's a higher grade copy. This book is super hot right now. That's why it made it into the top 10. You know, so like this book is probably more sought after than this book, but this book's the grade on it. I mean, look at that book, guys. I mean, it's just beautiful, beautiful copy. Number 9. Another slab, 9.2 X-Men 101, the first appearance of the Dark Phoenix. Great, great book. Number 8. A 4.5 CGC X-Men number 4. The first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. The first appearance of Scarlet Witch. The first appearance of Quicksilver. The first appearance of Toad. And I believe it's the first appearance of Mastermind. Or Puppet Master. I don't remember. Doesn't say. So we're at number 7 now. And it's tough, guys, because getting here, you know, it's getting nitty gritty. Werewolf by Night number 32, the first appearance of Moon Knight. Classic horror book there. Getting into the top 6 was extremely difficult. I can argue anyway for these. Number 6, Fantastic Four 48, the first appearance of the Silver Surfer and the first appearance of Galactus. Probably a 3.0 copy, I guess. The top 5 books in my collection. A very high grade, number 5. I think this book's a 9.4 to a 9.0. 9.0 to a 9.4. Amazing Spider-Man 300, the first appearance of Venom. This book's really hot right now, of course, with the movie news and all that. Can't wait to see the movie this fall. Coming in at number 4, again, this is where, you know, these books start to jump a little bit. Number 4, Tales to Astonish number 13, the first appearance of Groot, CGC 2.5. Very presentable 2.5. You know, they say, not all 2.5s are the same, guys, and that is true. Look at that 2.5. Look how presentable that is. Number 3. CBCS 7.0, Giant Size X-Men number 1, the first appearance of Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler, and Thunderbird in the second appearance of Wolverine. There features a new lineup, including everyone I just mentioned, Sunfire and Banshee. And I got the official membership card with it. I forgot to show this one. The official membership card with that one too. Top 2 books. The money's close on both of these books. But I think the condition is what gave one book the edge. My big purchase of the year. And until I get this graded, this comes in at number 2, the X-Men number 1. Now, the guy I bought it from said it's a 1.8. At a 1.8, it's about $2,500. If this comes back a 2.0, that puts it up into the $3,000. And if it came back a 2.5, which I can't imagine it coming back at 2.5. But if it came back at 2.5, it would put it up into the $3,500 range. But I think it's a solid 1.8 to 2.0 candidate. And I'm proud as heck to own it. And the number 1 book, I haven't shown this in a while in a haul. CBCS 7.0 checkmark. Checkmark means it presents better than grade. Incredible Hulk number 181, the first full appearance of Wolverine. And of course, I have the card to show I'm in the club. 10 minutes, and I got through my top 25 books, and I only lost count about 5 times. Guys, I appreciate you being along for the ride. I'm hoping this time next year, when I do my top 25 books, that I'll be able to add 3 to 6 new books into that top 25. So, if you do the math on that, that means all these books right here will be out of the top 25 next year. That's what I'm shooting for. I got, for my 2018 wish list, Iron Man #1 left. I don't know if I'm going to get that. I didn't finish last year's wish list, Saga #1. Was the one I needed from 17, 18. I need Iron Man #1. But my focus really hasn't been on that. You know, all the rest were kind of cheaper to get. Iron Man #1's stupid expensive. And if I'm going to spend that money on a book, I think, you know, there's other books that I'd rather get. So, my focus going forward, Tomb of Dracula #10. I really want to add that to my collection. Iron Man 55. I want to add Thanos to my collection. Amazing Spider-Man 129. I want to add Punisher to my collection. Hero for Hire #1. I want to add Luke Cage to my collection. If I get those 4, that pretty much kills the Bronze Age for me. I can't think of another major key from Marvel from the Bronze Age that I would need to get, or that I wouldn't have in my collection. Strange Tales 110, Fantastic Four #4, Fantastic Four #5. Those are books I'd like to get into my collection. Amazing Spider-Man 14, 10, 13. You know, the first Doc Ock, first Craven, first. I'd like to get them. They're going to be low grade, but I'd like to start working on my major Amazing Spider-Man keys. Currently, out of the realm of me purchasing right now is Amazing Fantasy 15, Incredible Hulk 1, Journey to Mystery 83, Amazing Spider-Man 1, Fantastic Four 1, and Tales of Suspense 39. Those books are just too far out of my range. The books I'm getting I really enjoy having, but if I had an opportunity to trade, say, you know, these 6 books to get books like that, I would. I don't think that these 6 books here would get me that book. I'm just, you know, or maybe even 12 books to get a book like that. You know, I would do that, especially if it's 12 books I can get back with relative ease. And that's a great way to think about it, you know, selling books to get those big books. So my top 25 next year may not look like that. Some books that weren't in my top 25 might be in my top 25, but my top 10 next year might be that much better. I don't see me getting rid of any of the books in my top 10. Definitely not my top 6 or 7. Definitely not getting rid of any of them. But if I can pick up, you know, if I can take books, say, 11 through 25, and sell them off and have enough money from that to, say, buy a Fantastic Four #1, well, I would absolutely do that. And those are all possibilities. They're just not possibilities at this exact moment. But looking into the beginning of 2019, that may be something I want to do. So guys, keep watching. I'll keep putting out videos. Let's continue this journey together. I appreciate everybody who watches. If you like the video, hit like, hit share. Please post a comment, subscribe. Take care, guys. Happy hunting. Collect what you like. Don't apologize for it. Happy hunting.